Hi Toogans, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've done a couple of videos. I've just done one now on some of this kit behind me. I'm just going to show you some of the stuff I've been using back at home. I've been moving, so some of the bits I've been having to take home. But I'll just give you a quick rundown of some of the bits I've been using. I've been using the Milwaukee M12, the Milwaukee M12 Impact. I've been using the Makita Impact Driver. I've been using the DRLC, the TA-XL Tote and my TPXL. I've been using all a variety of different tools, the Crescent pass-through wrench. So we're just going to have a quick look through some of the stuff I've been using. Hi Tooligans, hope you're all doing well. I'm actually in my shed at home now. I've got a little bit of workspace. Just going to have a quick run through the the Pro Pack TPXL. I've been using this whilst at home, just with some general work I'm doing. I brought home the drill bags, I needed obviously some drills. I've got my CTXL and I've got my TA-XLBX or whatever it is, the tool apron that I picked up and thought I'd give that a go. On the side I've got my bit holder, I've got my little Milwaukee M12 fuel, need to charge the batteries on that. Got my Nipex knife in there and an extension bit from Milwaukee for the drill, for the impact driver. Got my uni light on there. Tape loop just with two tapes on there, black and green. My Nipex scissors, Pica pen, Marksman, and I think this is a 5.5. That's the bit I use the most, so I just keep it in there. Obviously you've got that little loop there if you want to put a tape in there or something else. You know, you can fit the Nipex scissors on there, fit quite a bit on there. And then one of the features I like about this is obviously the magnetic top where I can put my parts dish. One review you might have seen was on my little ratchet and stubby. I keep that in there with the extension bit. I just pop off and use it as I need it, but I just keep it on. Oops, that's fallen off. Just keep it in there to just keep it from dropping right down. Got two Weha strike cap hammer throughs, Phillips and a flathead. I've got my Baco insulated screwdrivers along the top and my Baco ratcheting screwdriver. Really nice, this one. I've got the Wera ratcheting screwdriver. I do like this one very much though. It's a nice little setup. I've got my bits for my Baco ratcheting stubby. So that comes with an assortment of bits. Stand up here. And I've got my Baco bit holder for my ratcheting screwdriver. Just move this back a bit. I've got a super rod light as well. I'm not too sure why that's in there. I've got my little Baco 1/4 inch bit for the bits. So I can pop that on, put the bits on, and I've got a flexi as well. I've got this as well, the Panduits, for any cables, rest any cables, straighten them up. This works a treat. A couple of screws in there. Nipex Super Nips, Nipex installation pliers, and some side cutters. They're also in there. Got these Negisaurus ones. These are really good for getting out rounded screws or anything you need to get a good grip on. So if you look at the profile on them, if I can get a good shot, they're great for gripping the screws because they're rounded mouth on there. Nipex wire stripper, I've got 2 sets of Cobras, the 180s. Really nice, these. Well made. Normal Nipex quality. Really good. Then I've got an 8, a 10 and a 13mm spanner, the Wearer ratcheting ones. And I've got a small level in there. So just pop these back and I'll show you the other side of the bag. Go in there. This bag's been a bit of a lifesaver actually. It's very usable. I can fit enough of my stuff in there comfortably. It's not too overcrowded. Got some cable ties. Like I said, these are doing really well. The backhoe slimline VD screwdrivers. I haven't broken the tips off any of them yet, so they're holding up really well. Like I said, really like this work top. It's magnetic, really handy. Around the back of the bag, I've got a CP4, well, sorry, a PB4 Special Ops bag. Just got my Allen keys in there, my rare Allen keys, some bits and bobs, some odds and sods, nothing in there. I'll just keep that at the back. It does help counterweight the bag itself. So, you know, it's not going to tip over because I've got that on there. And that is my TPXL. Oops, I'm not going to place around now. In the DRLC, obviously I've had plenty of things to put up around the house. So I brought this back. I got my torpedo level, assortment of just screwdrivers, strike cap ones there from Wearer. Nipex side cutters. Going along here, a couple of pens, a couple of bits, another marksman, and you've got plenty of space here to tuck away all your goodies. Then in here, I've got my drill bits and my multi-tool bits. Got my multi-tool. Got some impact sockets. I only bought these cheap off eBay, but they seem to do the job. Quite happy with them. Got my charger and my little M12 SDS. 1 battery, 2 batteries and the charger. They all go away in there very nice and neat. This is only the small version. You can get the larger version and it fits quite a lot of kit in it, in all fairness. In there. I also brought home the cargo tote. There was a lot more stuff in here before. Let's see, I got another set of side cutters. Don't know why. Got a couple of Hessian bags now I was using. Here I've got one of the vessel screwdrivers. This is the number 3. Really good for on the furniture and on the legs. It was very long. I had to get into the wood, and this screw type was really good and very effective. Side cutters again. Got my little backhoe mini set. Nice setup. Just got loads of parts in there. Well, sorry, not loads of parts. Odd parts in there. Need to take them back tomorrow. And in here, I've got my little lifesaver, my crescent pass-through wrench. There were a couple of fittings in the house that were actually stuck in the wall. So I had the bar protruding with the nuts, so to get on the nut the bar stuck out about that far, so I needed the pass through to undo them all. So that was a little lifesaver. That was very handy, saved me having to smash them about a bit. Managed to get the fittings off the utility wall. So they use like threaded rod, and then they put the fittings on, sorry, the fixings, and just bolted them on for some reason, but God knows. Used the Makita Impact as well, give me a bit more power, and I borrowed Reese's disc cutter just to cut up some of the workbench metal as well. So I've had a mixture of Makita, DeWalt and Milwaukee, all of it's been fantastic. I don't think there's a massive difference between any of it. This is 18 volt and obviously that's a 12 volt. That is the only difference. There's a little bit more power in this 18 volt stuff, but still the M12 Milwaukee stuff does stand up for itself. You know, it is a nice setup. So I'll pop that back in the bag because that's going to go back to site with me tomorrow. My hammer, that's got to come back with me. And then I use the Stanley Fat Max part boxes, just with all my parts, and most of this I've just been using obviously the screws, plugs, a couple of back boxes I put on, a couple of the front boxes I put on, and that was it really. Been quite a no fuss move. And obviously having all the tools, I was using that to knock the metal framing together on the bench. Level goes without saying. And a little kit I've had for a while but I've never really used was this little Amtech with all the bits in it. They're not impact rated, but they were ideal for what I needed them. I'm just going to pop these in any old how. I can go through them later. You can see a few out of place now. You've got all your torque bits in there. You've got your Posi, Phillips, and all of the other ones. And let me move that one out of the way. I think I only paid a couple of quid off eBay for this. You get the little mini ratchet, which is fairly useless, and you get an assortment of these bits. If they come in impact, that would be a really nice set, but as it happened, I was just using them in a backhoe ratchet set, so that's another little handy set. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. As soon as the shed gets a lot better space wise, I'll be able to lay everything out a bit better, go through all of the different things, and then we got the TA-XLBX, so it's tool apron extra large box. So on this you've got your dividing boxes and your, see if I can stand that up a bit better, your dividing boxes and your big pouch box. So you can either have none in there or one in there, or you can have two, and that comes on either side. Plenty of space there for little tools. You've got a pocket there for hand tools, you've got a hammer loop, and inside you've got your drill loops. So I think if you were doing a bit of renovation around the house and needed a multi tool apron that you needed to have on you, this is definitely worth having a look at. If you were a carpenter, this would probably be perfect. You've got your little loop there for your tape, and you've got your buckle obviously to secure it onto. That's pretty much it, guys, for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments, any questions you want to know, anything you want me to go over in the future. Drop me a message and I'll have a look at it. I'll try and answer them as quick as possible, and then we can have a look. Let me know if you like the little layout in the shed for what it is. It's just I got a light in here, I got some tools, so I thought I'd pop you in. I've got my big wipes over in the corner and my little cab box with some wearer bits in there, some adjustable pliers and bits and bobs. Thanks for your time, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel.